gosh. Albatross. It's actually the endangered species of albatross is prolific out here finally. It's recovered, starting to see a comeback. I forget the name of it, but it's a giant albatross. It looks like a dodo bird. Pretty cool. I call these the Aleutian sea pigeons. Sound like ducks, look like pigeons. They can dive. Amazing seabird. One of the most beautiful flyers I've ever seen. Really acrobatic creatures. They're some of the best maneuvers I've ever seen. They dive, swoop, swallow everything. We got the southern point of Unimac right out there. I just enjoy some nice prop watching, the cathartic feeling, sloshing. One of those things that you can stare at for hours and hours and hours and hours, and at night, when it gets dark, this will turn bioluminescent, meaning that all the bacteria, phytoplankton and stuff that's bioluminescent when it's agitated, lights up, so all this back here looks like a spotlight for miles. You'll see this glow, which is teal. It's one of the most indescribable colors. And yeah, there it is doing its maneuvers. One of the most acrobatic birds I've ever seen. I don't know the name. I call them the sea pigeon because they do sound like pigeons and ducks. They can dive about 4 or 5 feet. Really, they don't have any predators, so they come up next to the boat when we're fishing, and you can literally pet them if you want to. We got some big old mountains out here. This is, I would say these are the most mountainy mountains in the world. I think it's Isonotok is the name of that on Unimac Island. We're coming up on False Pass. This is the eastern side of the Bering Sea. And over there you have Russia. Amazing. You don't get days like this very often in the Aleutians. We're headed up to Bristol Bay right now. This boat does tendering, meaning it pulls off sockeye salmon from the gill netter fleet that runs up in Bristol Bay. And there's 4 sections to fishing. There's 4 different quadrants, and they pile fish in, and you load it in the crane, put it down in the hold, and you load up in about, you can load up in 4 hours, you can load up in a day, and you run the fish off to a processor or cannery, and you bring food. It brings food to people that want to eat good quality, healthy food that's caught wild in a sustainable manner. I mean, they do their best to keep from over-harvesting. That's why they have such strict regulations. And it's a beautiful industry. It's just, it's not really talked about how many moving parts. Because when you get to Bristol Bay, there's probably about 10,000 people on the water at one time. I mean, it's a city of people. Every boat's burning at least 2 gallons an hour. I mean, the amount of fuel consumed in one day is just astronomical, and the amount of moving parts and the amount of pieces it takes to make something like this happen it's really a beautiful act of humans that we can work together and make a beautiful life out of something so miserable. Or it doesn't have to be miserable. Beautiful. One of the most beautiful days we've had out here so far. Try to dry my shirts off. It doesn't really work. the Illusion Dream. Watch the newest season of Deadliest Catch. You'll see the boat in the harbor, but there's nothing without us fishing out there. We do black cod and tanner crab. We used to do king crabbing, brown goldens and reds out in the southeast. We've done Dungeness crab out here. But we're primarily going to be doing black cod fishing now and tanner crab. It's a really awesome boat. This is a Hansen. It was made in 1975. Powered by a big old cat motor and super well taken care of. Got some good splash action today. This boat's 58 feet long. I have to say it's probably one of the most perfect lengths to be on something like this. I always hope I can see Russia, but I never will. Yeah, right now we're running up to Bristol Bay, which is up by Nanook and King Salmon, and we're going to be taking fish off of the gill nutter boats, which are they're like those little I think there's a 32-foot limit, so they're 32 feet long, and some boats are really big, so they can hold like 20 to 30,000 pounds of fish, and this boat holds about 150,000 pounds down in the hold there, and it's refrigerated water, and they tank it over to a cannery. I think this boat, I'm not sure which company this boat works for, but every company has contracts, and they'll hire a boat to go out and pick up the salmon and carry it to the processing facility. They process it and they ship it out on connexes or on air freight. So we're the middlemen here. Kind of a nice summer job versus the normal fishing. We just finished our black cod season. We're getting paid horrible prices, and so it's finally nice to get out of there and do something different for a minute while the economy recovers, hopefully. It's blowing about 20, 30 knots right now. Nice day. Beautiful prop wash. Splashy day. This is what you call a wet deck. Never compliment a fisherman on the size of their deck. Or you do. It's up to you. But I can tell you what, we've got a wet deck. Camera for out here, trying to make content for people, and I really don't know how to get a better perspective with the quality that I got. If you have any ideas, like suggestions on how I can improve the quality of the channel, I'm looking for any suggestions at this point, because this is an opportunity to show such a wild perspective of this world. And the Deadliest Catch further dramatizes the raw beauty of this place. There's so many awesome biological creatures that exist that you don't get to see ever. There's bears and like do lots of really cool stuff. They'll put on shows for us. Mainly they spray us, and we get soaked with whale spray. And ironically, I tell a lot of people that whale spray smells like the mixture of when you open up an action figure and when you spray stuff called super clean or fabuloso. It's like a cleaner and a plastic cleaner. So all day long we get splashed by these whales. Oh, that's a nice one there. All day long we're getting splashed by whales. And it's kind of funny, you know. It's one of those things where you don't really think that you're gonna be harassed by whales all day.